Greetings to the fellow Die Tonight players out there, and welcome to my little review of the Refuge of Crows. Day 2 is where we're going to start here. Looking at the name, you guys can probably guess why I picked this town, and it's turned out not to be a bad one so far. A little bad luck on day 1, but not bad. Alright, so you can see nobody's written anything on the chalkboard. It's a little unusual. Kind of a little unnerving to me, actually. I'm going to put something stupid up there later just to be a jerk. Alright, so it's a distant town. We did only start with 80 waters, and people have been drinking them up like crazy. So that might get ugly in a few days. Let's see, citizens. Let's go to citizens. Alright, so hit omniscience. It's good to be a hero. You can see we mostly have pretty decent players in this town. I haven't really played with many of these people before, though. There's Deblyn. She's one of the people that actually encouraged me to start trying this. Even if I do crush and burn, at least I'm going to try. Yeah, she's holding on to a pine fresh. Gotta love those. Thank you for the theft distinction. Yeah, let's do that right now. What the heck? Yeah, she can watch me steal her pine fresh. I'll have two. Moo-ha-ha. Alright. Break in and steal something. Do-do-do-do-do. That's what you get for being on the edge of the map. Bring back a good blueprint and I'll give you back your pine fresh. Ah, damn, you've got skills. Well, I guess I'll probably know about it, huh? Alright, so anyways, back to citizens. Let's see, omniscience is the more interesting part right now. Few people are not really active at all. Although citizens with pretty decent, or I guess I should say residents with pretty decent soul points. Oh, hey, there, empty chest. What do you know? All right, Doc 90. Yeah, I think I was in a town with him recently. Okay. Da, 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 da. People just quit buying hero days or something. Loyalty. Somebody dragged him and he still hasn't picked. That's not really good on day 2. Same thing with Phantasmagoria. Not good. Raoul Siegel. Yeah, he's supposed to be hoarding those for a little architect study, but he went out and started kicking up logs, so we're ready to build it, waiting for him to come home. Otherwise, I guess hopefully a couple of people steal it from him and put it in the bank. Walking Crow, yeah, I'm getting ready to run out of town, so I got a bunch of stuff. Somebody brought that back. That's kind of cool. It's the first time I've seen that without the cafeteria. Wire mesh, that's going to be auctioned off here shortly. Or I guess I should say raffled. Alright, so you can see we already lost 6 people. Choff, he was in the Zeta Survivalist town. Died kind of early there too. I guess he's got some real life stuff going on. Not a huge deal. Redder thinks he's funny. And I'll show you here in a minute. He took a run way out to the edge of the map. We were hoping it'd bring us back some really cool blueprints, but oh boy. Oh, he found an awesome building too. I'll show you that in a bit. So you can see 1 tech, 2 scavs, a scout, survivalist, a couple of tamers. A couple of tamers will hopefully come in pretty handy here in a little while. Alright, so that's our citizens. Let's see, I'll show you the map. Map, alright, there you go. You can see Redder's little run. On the abandoned bunker way down here. Well, at least it's nice and far from town if anybody decides they want to camp there at the end of days. One annoying thing. Got, what, 3 people here and no map update since Deblyn was there yesterday? Yeah, that's a bit annoying. But, other than that, a bunch of people near town, mostly residents, so you can't really blame them. Who's out here? Fire Bullet. Well, hopefully he's going to camp. I don't know, I hadn't heard anything from him. Got the looted supermarket. Let's go through these. Down here we got the abandoned bunker. Sweet. Alright. We got a looted supermarket. A small house. Another looted supermarket. We come over here. Bicycle hire shop. That's not a bad building. Construction site. That's not a bad building. Up here I think it's a restaurant. Yeah, a restaurant. So food shouldn't be a problem if we can bring in some weapons and start killing Zeds. And come on, day 2. That's not funny. But you can see Deb's up here. She's made the run for the border. Hopefully she'll bring back some cool BPs. My plan, I can't really do a whole lot of APing, real life work schedule and all that, but I'm thinking I'm going to follow her path up here and then run out this way as far as I can and just use my heroic return. Hopefully I'll find something good along the way there. Alright, so let's go on to the bank. And to completely rip somebody else off, today's haul! 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 Heck, yeah, I know that was horrible. I'll try to think of something else. But alright, so it's midday. Here's what we got in the bank. Had a couple of duct tapes. They went out strapped up to, I don't want to use the word we use, plastic bags. So that's not bad. A couple of nuts and bolts and an EC. That ain't bad at all. Weapons. Yeah, we need some stuff that isn't water based. Because that's going to be an issue. Food, decent amount. Yeah, we got one Wake the Dead. I'm almost tempted to grab that just to make sure that a hero uses it. Alright. Drugs. We are having a lottery for pharmacy, kitchen. And right now I'm in the lead for the pharmacy and the lead for the second kitchen. So that's why I built a tent already. Water purifying tablets. I'm Are those completely useless now or not? I'm not sure. Yeah, that's whatever. That's always good to have around. A couple of bandages would be nice, but oh well. Alright, spices. Oh no, oops. That's Nesquik, my bad. There's the spice. Quit bringing spice back to town, people. A couple of Nesquik. That'll likely come in handy at some point. Bag of cement. At least nobody's made it. That's good. Hacksaw. That came in. That was Deblyn on day 1, if I remember correctly. Somebody will tell me if I'm wrong as far as that goes. Flashbang. That's always good to have. We got one scout left, so if he's got that, he should be good. Incomplete deck of cards. That's always nice to have. Where's the dice? Tool bag. Yeah, we need more nuts and bolts. We need more weapons. One quick fix, me. Alright, so there's a bank, and that's, I guess, today's haul. Yeah, the way this mic makes my voice sound, that was probably horrible. Alright, so let's see. Let's go on to construction sites, see what we got going on there. Alright, so you can see what we got going here. A whole bunch of the normal stuff, pretty much. Did at least get the workshop up real quick, and we're just waiting to get the architect study going and ready for the factory too. So that's all good. And other than that, it's the standard stuff. Plenty of places to dump your AP if you got a couple left over at the end of the day. Alright, so back to the overview. Looks like pretty much standard town for day two. I expected a little bit more, to be honest, with all the soul points I saw on the citizens page, but we'll make it through for a little while, it looks like. No obvious signs of griefing yet, but the really good ones don't poke their head out of the hole till day 4 or 5 anyway. And yeah, like I said, you can see there's a lot of people staying near town. But at least, they're all citizens or residents, so there is that. And they don't know each other too well yet, so they're probably afraid to get too far away and not be able to be saved. Alright, well, I just tried to do this as a run and gun and see what happened, and I told myself I would post it so everybody could see it, just to force myself to get better and maybe give me tips. Maybe stuff about editing, maybe something about audio, because I'm sure people are going to be straining to hear this if it sounds anything like any of my tests. Alright, hopefully I'll do this again in the next day or two, and I'll try to keep it up throughout the town just to warm myself up, so hopefully one of the next few theme towns I'll do something that's actually interesting. Hope you enjoyed. Give me any feedback you got. See you tomorrow.